Alright, adishima mama bibia chi eba Milo TV kasa fidie so me gina kwenye so na mama ma wish you bibia Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Obusian for me bo mabaso. Na me sika amamo de me kan se ya me onye makoma so ade amamo. Madarma mo na mahwe Milo TV kakra ne ye nam 35,000 subscribers and over. Eye wo ana wo hwe ye etoda ye chia na watene yen etoda ye koyi na waboyen abaso. This is what we're looking from you guys. Jumadeni ye no need ye boaboa yen ho nti dani dan na ya to baton na ma se ji na ye ne yi na fama the next person. Milo TV people enu nti me ba na me de abeto onim se wo story bi apesa woni yen share. Of course wo adwaton de bi nso a ofrɛ me a ne nyina betena se na ya yen hye ne ya boye ho me bompa ye ma me bompa ye sere yedie me bompa ye esere mpuntuo me bompa ye esere nkoso se de beye na abrochira wo baaye no wo daye so epepam ugidi akase amen ne nto aso me bompa ye se nyame mmoa na abrochie no we sika we dani de nyina bi mra waso ye wate ya Milo TV people Toronto Canada now. Observe nkomo bi e wo ho se yi firi ho na afei obi bia tibi na mostly no obeye video na ebezi on deportation na nipa bi edwa to otankruwam guys, especially the new guys. No, don't do that. Eya sema aba a wo se e be spread ma wo tibi na se woni nkrata na wa ya ahweye empani se ahodaso eno ne bema ma wani na ho na tutu niema na hihye niema yi now yeda sorry ya so obekaya time Justin Pierre Trudeau obeja akonwa no ho akono na there was this man who said Trudeau a Liberal prime minister and this man mfonyi ne da camera nanim no o friend Pierre Poliev conservative ono ena ye one leader one punchy owura friend Justin Pierre Trudeau sama was step it down so ontumi ntoa so bio. Okay, now and say because with regards to deportation na Pierre Poliev and some okanyina ne say eba ne sen ena ye man ya timu mojai ama ahoho bi asabi okuta criminal record. This is where I'm coming from. Aha na say wo say enyame na meka enye kwadwo na ebebo ne sire maka say deportation no asema abaso a e wo se ye beka na enuanum Ghana fo nyina tibi now. Pierre Poliev nsema o kan say over 400 criminals aba Canada still omoda so okrudo emu ane ye one de toso mienu empo so obi bakra na say okokoso okoye fraud bi na okoye niema bi ensem fata na o ma soft na o hands na o ma charge kitwa bi enye afia ba ne sen na Canada fo ene kamia kai say system no e favor non-Canadians as Canadians ankasa aden na o say ko ba ne sa wodwalai pa nsema wototo ema liberal leaders no enti Canada parties no edos beden they are strong pa mienu no eye liberal and conservative enti liberal and say Trudeau J abanyan to no ma owura ye frɛ no makan eba ya wobeto aso sa anetie ye wo bi man so omientutu ya na monsi obusan fo ba bi adri momienko gye nkyeremu ye tumre ye nkyeremu si ensema Pierre Poliev kan no enie.
They have allowed people to come to this country and get visitor visas and other permits to enter Canada without actually performing any criminal background checks. To this day, there are 400 criminals who have since been ordered deported but have not left and have vanished completely into Canadian society. Furthermore, our legal system now discriminates against Canadians and in favor of non-Canadian, non-citizen criminals who are here. In fact, lowering the sentences that they receive for convictions in order to allow them to stay. An unbelievable perversion of justice, which does exactly the opposite of what we should seek. It should be a stated policy of our system to get criminals out of Canada. If someone is not a citizen not a Canadian, and commits a crime, then they should be shown the door, because becoming a citizen of this country requires good, law-abiding behavior that will protect the well-being and the interests of this country.
Okay, say wakohwaba na ensema Pierre Poilievre a onim say the opposition for wo ahoden tie de bia omnya bibia ombetumi ahama on na wo push his agenda no say de beye na sitting president no and prime minister no ho be ba asem na timamufo no ye koto aba na ya toatia sitting president. Now ensema mo ka che say sesi Canada eka omo abo ay over $80 million efa deportation ho nipa wo deport wo mo e de wo ko mo di nipa bi wo ba system ni mu a wo mo ho aba asem saafo no na nipa bi a wo system ni mu a wo anyinya cases no dodo na ye nipa wo ba Canada as foreign workers wo mba mbepe adwuma aye ewukuru adwuma na wo ba mbe ye adwuma wa ha. Okay, afenso bi mo aye international students ebi mo nso aye asylum seekers saafo ni bi a wo ho abeto adwa mu no wo mo na ye deport wo mo enye se obi a wonam ho a oye na adwuma enye se obi a wonam ho a okɔ no school enye se bi a foreign worker bi a oye na adwuma. No guys, aya mo ntie ni yie obi hu anu wadwa ni wadwa lie Milo si deport. I'm not saying it so wakoje nchiremu na ba me mpese ye nuanam Ghana for ebe deport wo mo. No me nko ametena ha de na menya koto ye deport obi a eye me ya ha me yie pa. But I'm just trying to tell you say efina baso ni edie news na aba no around a center around deportation nti o se eba na ye beche na wonye bi na de to kutudwem say wo ye okrata na waye ne ntem obi wo ho a wada na wanyane obi wo free say wo ye okay but na chi enso gu ho no so waye den wasore waka na waye ahombobo a. Okay, all right, afi ye nto aso say the bill our friend C12 no say nya royal assent which in the month coming spring year I think say around March ho ba bi likely say bill C12 no ebenya royal assent ye kase bibi benya royal assent wo Canada asikyire nyina ne say adekode no emre bi a ye de abeto a ye de akọ House of Commons a yakotena se etu ni tire eni abasa enya bi asam ne ye kan ye gyeto ana ye nyinto mu opposition ne sesay majority sesay minority o sesay okay na afi omo amende na omo gyeto na omo de stamp si so na yes anya royal assent eti 2-3 phases omo de call House of Commons nyina no kamia koye say this bill our friend C12 ebe ma CBS Canada Border Patrol Officers ebe ma omo ahoden ama omatimi adokoro nipa ewo port of entry ewo omo wiem changing airport hono eba be dimu ne dimu a ombe dokoro nipa yi pa. That is why ye ka che o say wonya wo PR enkoye dim direct se wonya wo PR based on our area you are good. Okay, o worry will be na wonya wo PR we okay, your sponsor we okay, but then se wo be di edru as asylum seeker na be refugee. The difference between asylum seeker and refugee is say oba system no mu o say ye pe waku o siki asylum ye ji utuma oba ye refugee afede wati ase sa ene ho asem etie nti ye waki up. We are not here ye ma meka fie mpane news bi anya den enkyerɛw. Okay, the air baso ene ye ka now deportation ho sensemi adoso almost over 32,000 people ene ye ba be deport wo from Canada. And nipa bi wo system no mu nso a me no wo kasai ebi F2 free Toronto no wako Calgary no wo free Calgary wako Vancouver wo free ha wako Montreal. Abrofo no say you can run but you cannot hide. Anonti baby bia wo bia se ko beso ombechiw no wa you free system no mu. This time around I'm about vest power into CBS form no abeye different story altogether guys. Nti mo me ma ye na ho ye no ma ye tutu mlika kwa ye travel document na se ye ko fia ye nya ahweyi pa na bibia betimi ayeden asi Milo TV people Toronto Canada. Subscribe na first time we are liking or comment na afi washi afi mo me enko ne enko gi deportation ho news eni twagu na se mo ka fa ho no.
Minister, with all due
Mr.
respect,
Caputo,
I asked a question. I'll just ask Ms. O'Gorman, do you know the number, just the number, of what percentage are warrants of those 30,000 removal orders? Just the number, please. Approximately even.
30,000 removals in progress of people we are engaging. We have 32,000 warrants for people that we are looking for.
32, I beg your pardon? There are 32,000 warrants?
People who are in our wanted inventory that we are actively looking for.
I'm sorry. You have...
And I'll point out, all of this is posted publicly. These aren't secret numbers. They're on the CBSA website.
So you know them, but the minister doesn't. Okay. So I'm sorry. There are 32,000 people set for deportation that are on warrant, which means you don't know where they are. Am I clear?
Correct. We are looking for them. And I will point out, these, as I said, are points in time. And so since we last met, we have removed more of those people on warrant. And then, unfortunately, we have had people who have absconded. These are fluid.
I understand
and
they're fluid.
500 CBSA officers doing excellent work
I don't
all of
doubt
the
that,
time
ma'am.
to remove these individuals.
Ma'am, with all due respect, we have 30,000 deportation orders. This is half of Kamloops we're talking about. That 32,000 people are lost. I'm just going to leave it there and give the time to MP Kirkland. I'm just befuddled at that number.
Okay. Wakoji enchimu na ba na kakra wo sesei the Canada ban eka the opposition no eka the omoko House of Commons omo eka na enema wo system no mu no. To me, I would say ebi enokre wom. Why now jewelry shop robbery atoso e wo system no mu. Daylight awiakite no matwetuo se kan ne nkontima ne de aka no mo de wura jewelry shop gonguran and you one two obeti yesi ATM nipa bi ekwa collect ATM machine esi wona obia se bi eso ukuta wo card wakoprer no wakodro kakra na de eden okay but obi kwabrani kutu machine nyina ono so kura won sebu wo ho obehana we twika na Brampton na ode nam ha etututu rough like enema asesa wo Canada ye buy na ahantisi ba ahasesa nti guys anya wo fault onye onko so bibia wo Canada ba no kro wo hiaw nti ye deportation news ama obia anya obia no nsi bone obia ni oba betena ase kire akase yin deport obi I have no right no me ni sa right no bone be no why after all but we are trying to step on your toes your mom heads up no we keep up na ototo niema yi okay now asema me no bekan hwe ni pa se wo system no mu na nyame adom ya je watuma ma woni na ho hwe yi no drinking and driving no driving without driver's license afemu a obia wo baby ohia ne dofo mo amwo online te se Facebook dating ne na se phone nyina nso no amani bi wo ha mo hia omo a aya mo nya hwe yi amani bi wo ho a se bi eso omo ane omo kunu mo anyanya issues ama omo traumatize bi mo ho a wo pebe ma bet adwene nhyɛ da ensisi so sa nti aya mo nya steady kakra especially mo a oba no bia wo te se Beaumont or te se London Ontario oba no wo outskirt of town kakra wo nhyɛ da nim no yi obetimi akọ na asembi safo akobia asembi puno. Now there is this lady, there was a lady in United States of America, a friend Alien Warners. So we hear a story on the story nyina ne say a mema ene na nini yi or worry and 6 months ago or like ne life nyina ko yese sebi obeye gentle ni ebeye niema basa a friend Alien Warners. So we hear a story oye na dwen sei na ekoso emema ni ne di ni sei dia ane ono so obesisa na dwen obefa kwan bi so ane mema tena asasi so omandi bo omo so no kum mema over beye 5 nti se ye date ewo online a Mommy and Yahweh pa. I face a wood tide online. Being it Kijiji. And I simple Facebook marketer Yahweh. Miss will be caught moto, and so a moto pa summertime or day, a bedin in Kui. Sena a toy moto be. And Facebook market once no. Observe. Mommy and Yahweh a pa. Deportation ya yekin. A honsem baby, a honsem deja. Nti yesaya ko na yakwa kuti kakra diama ne Canada wo mo sori a yema deportation ene hirabasa deportation. Why so many deportation here in Canada? All because ahoho aba system no mo. And I keep on saying this, by yankasi ebedi edru ye ne bedi edru. Nti mum yenya hweyi omo chese ebi ho ya check omo criminal backgrounds. Mum yenyi details about Canada deportation, Niamra.
The Canada Border Services Agency is removing about 400 people a week from the country, a pace of deportation not seen in over a decade.
Overwhelmingly, it is refugee claimants, failed refugee claimants who are being removed in these numbers.
This refugee lawyer says the government may be preparing for its border bill, C-12, which it hopes to pass in the spring.
Our concern is that it will continue to rise once the border bill is passed, and that it is a ramping up to basically prepare both for the increased number of deportations that will happen and also for them to be able to do them as speedily as possible.
Removals dropped below 10,000 a year during the COVID pandemic, but have since surged back. The numbers for the current fiscal year are on track to set a new record high of about 22,000. The cost of all those deportations has also increased to nearly $80 million this year. CBSA says it costs between $3,000 and $4,000 on average to remove someone who leaves willingly without the need for escort. When deportees have to be escorted out of the country, the average cost more than triples.
Just to be clear,
the Kearney government, under its border plan, already gave CBSA an additional $30 million to pay for up to 20,000 removals per year this year and next. The agency says it's on track to deport even more than that. Not all deportees came as asylum seekers. Some came as foreign workers and international students, only to see the rules get tighter.
You might say, well, there are just more and more people who are removable and we have to deal with them. It's important to think about how policy choices create more deportable people.
The Kearney government has said it wants to slow population growth in Canada, and it appears to be succeeding. Canada's population actually dropped in the last fiscal quarter by 76,000 people, the largest quarterly drop ever recorded.
Despite Canada hitting a record number of deportations this year, thousands of people ordered to leave are still in the country, and the backlog keeps growing. CBSA officials say they're dealing with a constant flow of travelers, more than 70 million last year, including citizens that are returning from abroad, tourists and asylum seekers. Most people that are found inadmissible to the country are barred for not complying with Immigration and Refugee Protection Act rules. Only 2.2% of those cases actually involved criminality. It's simply just that they've overstayed or they aren't meant to be in the country, but they are, and they refuse to leave. Last year, 9,500 warrants were closed, but 7,000 new ones were added. CBSA agency Vice President Eric McCrory describes the job as trying to bail out a bathtub while the tap is still running. Every time they close a case, another one gets added, despite them removing about 400 people per week. The CBSA has a team of investigators who track people down, often with the help of police, who pick up individuals during routine traffic stops or tips from the public. To keep up, the federal government plans to hire 1,000 more officers over the next 3 years.
Uziafo na ene jumadi a yede brɛ no yede abanawi ye twere ne sɛ ade a wahyɛ CBA wo awiye enti menua Ghana ni a wo Canada. What are you doing? Obese wo tena ana apese wo ko obese wo ko a ojugu yama bye bye. Obese wo tena system no mu a go and look for a lawyer, a regulated immigration consultant. Nani na entena se na monye nhyehyeye. Nti hwe video no na wo so komo wadamfo. Momema ye ni na ho obi ma so ne wo no. Yahweh, no drinking and driving, no driving without driver's license, and to kwasemu nim, mo ni na ho, na nipa ni da so. We wish you Merry Christmas. Bye bye. I Milo TV.